How's it going, friends? Welcome back to the channel. Plan FOMO here. In today's video, we're gonna take a look what is going on with the market, what is going on with the Bitcoin, what is going on with Ethereum. So long time no see, long time no talk, because well, market was extremely boring, it hasn't been doing anything, and yeah, every single setup that I'm keeping my eyes on, everything was looking pretty much the same. But right now we have some juiciness on our charts. I announced these two trades on my Telegram trading channel and of course in my whale room. This one was public. On the left side we have Bitcoin 4-hour time frame. On the right side we have Ethereum 4-hour time frame. We're gonna take a look what is going on in the bigger time frame, and of course we're gonna talk about AVAX, Avalanche. We're gonna talk about this little one, and of course let's just go straight into a charts, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So I decided I need to go and start opening my buy long position because yeah, I saw that the market is trying to shift from a bearish into the bullish market structure. So nothing crazy actually here. On the left side we have some kind of consolidation. We're trying to shift from a bearish into the bullish market structure, breaking of structure. We're trying to catch that sweet and juicy demand zone by using Fibonacci retracement levels. On the right side, on Ethereum, we have pretty much the same situation. Accumulation, boom, instant, let's just say instant pump, instant impulsive movement that created a demand zone. And after price went back inside this gap, we opened a buy long position. So congratulations for those who took that trade. And I didn't give you my exactly target point because that was like, I was just trying to catch a small pump because I was like thinking, well, enough is enough of this drawdown. Maybe we're gonna start shifting once again, like I mentioned before, from a bearish into the bullish market structure. And where is our ceiling? I mean, we're pretty much trying to hit that. For example, on the Bitcoin on the left side, we're going to take a look on the daily time frame. We're trying to hit and retest this descending trend lines. Let's just say on the bigger time frame, we see that we are forming a falling wedge pattern, and we're trying to reach the top of this falling wedge pattern. So we'll see how the market will, I don't know what the market is going to do in the upcoming weeks or months, or just let's just say a couple of days, or maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. So I didn't give you exactly the target point because I realized that a lot of people on my Telegram trading channel and of course in my whale room, they're trading with a high leverage. So I just gave you guys a small, let's just say a quick swing for you to open a buy long position. And yeah, that was pretty much that was pretty much it. And I gave you on Ethereum, I gave you on the Bitcoin. On the other hand, Ethereum, I mean, Bitcoin looks pretty, let's just see, very smoothly. They're trying to climb like with ladders towards the upside and retest the falling wedge, let's just say, pattern top. Of course, Ethereum looks, let's just say, choppy, but it has like more cleaner view on those, let's just say, demand zones. So we're trying to navigate inside the market based on the supply and demand, and yeah, of course, those trend lines. So for those who are using high leverage, I'm gonna suggest you guys to secure gains. We don't know what the market is gonna bring us tomorrow. So if you're trading with the 20-30, of course, I know that you have a small capital, but still 50x leverage that you're trading with, most definitely. I know a lot of people are trading with a 50x leverage, and secure guys gains. I mean, that's pretty much that is pretty much it. So let's just take a look on the daily time frame. What is going on with the Bitcoin? So the Bitcoin, yeah, our buy long position when we try to create a higher lows. We're trying, maybe this trade is a little bit stupid because we're going against the trend, because on the daily time frame we have like a lot of supply here, a lot of resistance at the top, but we're trying to shift because we don't know the fundamental analysis, technical analysis, everything. When we combine everything, we can see that we're trying to believe that this falling wedge pattern could play out in the upcoming days or weeks or months. I don't know, maybe we're gonna get rejected one more time. We're gonna retest this, let's just see, consolidation demand zone one more time, and then after a clean breakout through this descending trend, we're gonna start retesting $90,000 approximately, let's just say one more time, and then clean breakout and push the price towards the upside, $108,000 once again. So this is my plan. I posted everything on my Telegram channel, especially on my X, so you can see clearly everything what I'm planning to do, all my technical analysis. So there's all of those links down below. Go check it out. It's absolutely free. So yeah, this is my plan on Bitcoin. Maybe we're gonna get rejected. So for those who are trading with a high leverage, I suggest you to secure gains at around here, or secure like 50% of your position, and then let's just try and wait if we're gonna see that breakout or not. And if we're gonna see rejection, just close your position. Once again, if you're trading with a high leverage. So, but in general, I do believe that we're gonna repeat that boring consolidation phase like we see and we experienced during the summer. So I'm still let's just say I'm preparing mentally that we're gonna see something similar, and if not, we're gonna experience that insane and clear breakout to the upside, and this following which pattern will play out, and we're gonna put the price $108,000 once again. I'm happy with it. I'm not planning to short the market. I'm only looking for a buy long opportunities. I'm only trying to catch those beautiful and juicy bottoms. So that is pretty much it. We're still on a daily time frame on this, let's just say inside this following wedge pattern. So nothing crazy, only on the smaller time frame, 2-4 hour time frame. We're trying to catch those pumps, and that is pretty much it. So that is pretty much it. Ethereum, on the other hand, looks a little bit more, let's just say, choppy, and looks not that clear. Of course, this is not our demand zone. This would be our resistance, our next resistance that we have to beat. So those descending trend lines and ascending trend lines that acts as a support or resistance, that would be a nice and juicy movement. If we're gonna break through this descending resistance, then clear breakout through this key level of what is like approximately, let me just double check, 2.2K on Ethereum, very psychological level, and then retest this descending trend line and then push the price towards, like, I don't know, $4,000. That stupid psychological number that we couldn't break like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, maybe 6 times. So keep an eye on this setup. I mean, on a daily time frame, Ethereum looks not that clean like a Bitcoin right now, but yeah, on the 4-hour time frame, we're still trying to pump, and everything looks like pretty decent at this moment. Market looks pretty smoothly and calm, and we'll see what tomorrow will bring us. But nevertheless, secure gains if you're trading with a high leverage. I'm not responsible for you. Nothing in here is a financial advice. Well, so yeah, and technically on a 4-hour time frame, if we're using supply and demand strategy on, for example, Ethereum and Bitcoin, we have a lot of resistance. Look at those sharp bearish movements, a lot of resistance, a lot of supplies. So like, yeah, nevertheless, secure gains, fellas. We have a lot of supply here. Look, we retested, we got rejected one more time. So this descending trend line perfectly aligns with another, let's just say, descending trend, perfectly aligns with this supply. So we can get rejected when we're gonna see on the Bitcoin, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum will be correlated. So I believe Ethereum, if we're gonna get rejected, if so there's like a probability if we're gonna get rejected. So we're gonna get rejected like here, and Bitcoin is going to do something. This is just my educational guess based on the chart price action. So we're going to see something like this. And you see this impulsive movement? This is our next demand zone on the Bitcoin. If we're going to keep this bullish momentum, we can start opening our buy long position from here once again. If we do believe that Bitcoin had a chance and strong enough to break through that falling wedge pattern. So that is pretty much it. Nothing crazy. Of course, the best part of this video is that Trump's organization, World Liberty Finance, bought AVAX right now, and I'm loading big on AVAX since, I don't know, since here, and I, let's just say, reaccumulated every single dip. I do believe that AVAX could do pretty good. Let me just quickly delete that. Do pretty good in the, I don't know, in the upcoming months during that next phase, that next leg up. And technically, looking on the charts, AVAX, and of course I announced that I'm buying AVAX right here. I'm buying AVAX right here, 80, 20, $19 per coin, or should I say per share. So realistically, I posted also this on my X. Realistically, I can see this type of movement to retest this descending trend line that works and perfectly aligns, let's just say, market structure form, shape us descending channel. So from the bottom of the channel to the top of this channel, after a clean breakout, if we're gonna see that clear breakout, then this is like a hope, like a little bit of hopium to start to see that clear breakout and start rallying up to retest those previous all-time highs, approximately $144. And of course, Trump just bought, like, I don't know, more than $100,000 let's just say AVAX coins, approximately $2 million. So he's accumulating this coin. They do understand that this one, like, let's just say, a decent project. I'm not gonna explain you, for those who are new in this industry, what the AVAX is doing. I mean, perfect for the gaming industry, etc. So you can do your own research, but I do believe that AVAX is going to do a pretty good job during the next phase, during the next rally. So I'm still accumulating. And look at the charts where AVAX is technically are sitting. The risk to reward ratio is there. The respect is there. And I mean, respect at the bottom is here. This impulsive movement that indicates our potential demand. And I posted this. We're sitting at the lowest point. We're sitting at the lowest point. So if I believe in AVAX and we're sitting at the lowest point, there's no reason for me to not buy and reaccumulate. Let's just say technically accumulate more of this token. So yeah, and we have like beautiful, let's just say perfect descending trend as well that we have to break it. Descending trend indicates that technically descending trend that it has to break it. And we're going to start shifting from a bearish into the bullish mode. And then after creating higher lows, and we're going to start breaking up structure on the lower time frame, there's a still chance on those very small details to open a buy long position. Approximately, I don't know if we're going to see some kind of retest at around here, because I do believe that this is like a very high probability right now to start breaking through this descending trend and shift from a bearish into the bullish once again and start rallying up towards to $45 per coin. So these are my thoughts. Ethereum looks on the weekly time frame. Let's just take a look. So yeah, everything is perfectly aligned with all of those trend lines, and let's just see this, not like a supply zone, but there's like a perfect key level that aligns with the weekly time frame. Look, the more touches we have, the more confirmation we have. I'm always trying to tell you guys that the more touches we have, the more confirmation we have. So we have to break through that, without even looking at those descending and ascending trend line that's worked as a support or a resistance. We have to break through, let's just say, approximately $2.5 thousand. I mean 2.5k, 2.4k. And yeah, that is pretty much it on Ethereum. Look at this impulsive shock. I mean, this drawdown to the downside. We have a tons of supply, we have a tons of resistance here. So we have to break it and start retesting this one, 2.7. And then after flipping to the 2.7, 2.8, the next target point would be $3.7, $3.8 thousand. And we'll see. We'll see if the Ethereum is going to be strong enough to break through the $4,000 and start exploring new all-time high territories. Bitcoin, I'm going to repeat that, still inside this falling wedge pattern. Like, you know, I like falling wedge patterns, and when the falling wedge pattern is breaking to the upside, well, there's a very strong probability to see a nice and juicy movement to the upside. I mean, if we're gonna start retesting, I mean, we're gonna get rejected from here, start retesting 85k approximately, the movement would be approximately 30%. So the leverage to 3x leverage, 5x leverage, I don't know what type of leverage you're using, that is more than enough. So we're trying to catch those bottoms and trying to ride that bullish wave. So yeah, basically that is pretty much it on these two trades. If the Bitcoin, not looking on Ethereum, but of course I announced that Ethereum, after this impulsive movement, we created another, let's just say, gap, or let's just say demand zone. Well, depends on what terms you're using when you're trading. Well, for me, it doesn't matter. Supply and demand, my friends. So technically we have a chance for a small retest and then swing the price to the upside once again. But yeah, nevertheless, we have a lot of resistance, we have a lot of supply at the top, and Bitcoin, yeah. So at the end of the day, if you're trading with a high leverage, I suggest you to secure your gains or to close your position and walk away, because if you open your buy long position from here with a high leverage, especially in crypto, because I do understand that you guys trading with a high leverage, it is more than enough. It is more than enough because, like I mentioned, guys, I didn't give you my exactly target points. I just tried to look for a pump. We saw the same pump we saw like this, to swing the price to the upside after those nice and juicy waves that we form. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Nothing crazy. Pretty much every single coin that I'm keeping my eyes on still looks the same, still in those, like, just say falling wedge patterns at those lowest points. I'm accumulating more. And if we're gonna see that pump like we saw on the AVAX, where's the daily time frame? Or should I say 4-hour time frame? When we saw those impulsive movements, yeah, I didn't give you the guys call on the avalanche on the AVAX to buy along, but yeah, it still looks similar, looks the same as the Bitcoin. But still, if we're gonna see those pumps from those bottoms, we're gonna try to build our buy along position for sure. So there's a link down below for my trading channel. There's absolutely free, despite the fact, I mean, I'm not including my whale room, but yeah, if you want to follow what I'm doing, like there's a link down below, Telegram trading channel. It's absolutely free. So yeah, that is pretty much it. This is pretty much, I mean, this is everything that I have for you. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Nothing in here is financial advice. Secure your gains, don't be greedy, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace out.